Let's talk about Sandland, because this is a story from the late Akira Toriyama that I want to show appreciation to, and let's just dive in! Sandland is a Japanese manga series created by Akira Toriyama in 2000, and an original net animation series was released worldwide on Disney Plus and Hulu this year. I love Sandland. For a series with a cool pink-haired protagonist, it has some surprisingly dark moments and themes, such as monopolization, weapons of mass destruction, genocide, etc. The Sandland anime is entirely in CGI, but in my opinion, it's done really well. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Superhero, where even if you're not a fan of CGI, I think you can get used to it just because of how well done it is. It's like watching a long video game cutscene. I'm here to talk about Sandland, and why you should not sleep on this wonderful story told by Akira Toriyama. If you're a fan of Dragon Quest, which a lot of you who watch my channel probably are, or you're a fan of Dragon Quest Dai, just immediately go ahead and watch Sandland before you even watch this video, as a matter of fact. Our main protagonist is the demon Beelzebub, and you could really see Toriyama-san's comedy in this character. Beelzebub prides himself on being bad, and when explaining his evil deeds, he'll say stuff like this.
I went to bed last night, and I didn't even brush my teeth. Nasty, huh? And today I slept in and still haven't brushed my teeth.
The portrayal of Beelzebub and demons in general really emphasize the theme of, don't judge a book by its cover, bro. With the real demons seeming to be the humans themselves, and throughout the anime, even angels seem like a stain on society. It's very intriguing. As I mentioned earlier, one of the big themes of Sandland is the monopolization. For the first half of the anime, the biggest problem in the show is the lack of water people of Sandland have. It's so bad, they have to distill their pee, man. What led them to this situation? General Zhao monopolizing water and abusing a water source that does not belong to him, and then he sells water at absurdly high prices. What's interesting is that Beelzebub and the demons could easily overthrow Zhao's army and have control over all water in Sandland, but they don't. They only occasionally steal the water that they need. This just shows the dichotomy between humans and demons. However, it's more than just the demons are righteous, humans are not. Sandland challenges you to ditch your preconceived notion about things. Judgment should only be from the actions that they take or lack thereof. For example, this guy right here is an angel. When you think of an angel, you think this divine, holy, trustworthy creature. Well, I hate to break it to you, but this guy right here, Munio the angel, would commit genocide just to prove his point. Now, the great thing about Sandland is that it constantly challenges you to evaluate the way you see things, right? It's more than just judging a person for their actions. You have to find out, why did they perform that action? We see this with one of the main characters of the show, Rao, who travels alongside Beelzebub. He took part in eliminating the Peachy people, a whole tribe of individuals. It sounds horrible on paper, but he was manipulated into thinking that the Peachy were making weapons of mass destruction, when in reality they were creating technology to help with the water shortage in Sandland. Rao thought he was helping the people of Sandland, but in reality he was making things worse. And this all comes back to him being manipulated by General Zhao, because General Zhao wanted to keep up with his monopolization of Sandland's water. Let's briefly talk about the fights. This is definitely more of an action-adventure show than a battle shonen. Nevertheless, it has cool battle moments, hands down, whenever Beelzebub uses metallization, as they call it, to tank damage. It's awesome. I mean, come on now, this is just Kaklang from Dragon Quest, and I love it, man! Also, I just liked the whole, you never want to run Beelzebub's fade during a full moon, right? Bro is just broken on a full moon. I think it's always cool to have characters have these conditions where they are just the most powerful in that condition, in their element, so to say. Has some amazing fight choreography as well. It's a shame that this is only 13 episodes. This CGI animation actually goes past the original manga series. Like, they travel to a new land called Forest Land in this anime, which was not covered at all by the original manga written by Akira Toriyama. And to be honest with you, I love the addition of the exploration of Forest Land. I think it's a really good story addition, and I don't think it detracts from Sandland as a whole at all. The characters are also just amazing. Of course, you have Beelzebub, who's just badass main protagonist with spiky hair, right? But then you have Rao, who's also a really cool old guy who has past experiences, things like that make his character more complex. And that in turn keeps you engaged, I guess you could say. I love Sandland, and I wanted to make this piece on it because Akira Toriyama has passed, and I think we should respect not only Dragon Ball Z, but other manga series, other things that he's put his heart and soul into. And so, yeah. Let's talk about all these different things that I need to talk about. But before that, of course, I just want to say one more time, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Thank you for all the wonderful manga you've left for us, and you are indeed one of a kind.